draft. So, hey everybody, welcome back to the Defense of the Amateur tournament. This is a game RT-B if you are watching and following sort of the overall match structure. It's going to be CPM against aQuarium. It's game 2. As always, I'm Basekip, and joining me today is Yamiken from Last 5. So just say hi, I guess.
Hi, how's it going?
Going pretty well. Looking forward to this match. Little bit cheesy last game with CPM mid lane not going well at all.
Yeah.
Invoker level 3 it was against level 8 TA or something like that.
Yeah, that you got the levels quickly, and that void backtrack was pretty fluky.
Oh, I mean, had they not stacked the roar and the telekinesis, then he would have died. But like that backtrack was just a load of crap. The backtracking the last tick of the liquid fire, yeah, I don't know about that.
No, earlier today I had the same problem. Like, this void had like 10 HP. I was windrunner, and I did a full power shot, and I hit him, and he just didn't die. Backtrack.
Oh, backtrack. Yeah, no, it's one of those things. And void gets it twice as much, right? Because not only can he get bullshit bashes back to back and kill you that way, then he can, you know, be on the retreat and get bullshit backtracks back to back and survive. So
Yeah, that was something. Anyway, back to the game.
Yeah, back to the game. So reasonably standard bans. Undying's gonna make it through. Magnus as well. I think that's worth mentioning at this point, since he's just, you lane him wherever you goddamn please, and you know, have that really low cooldown initiate. So we'll see what CPM choose to pick up here. I think they need to go for a tri-lane mid. Actually, no, they're in the Radiant. They can just do whatever the hell they want. Maybe pull mid. You know, abandon the top lane, and it is going to be Magnus. So, expecting solo mid Magnus, or maybe on the hard lane. I mean, there's no giveaways just yet.
Yeah, it's very true. Loads of teams these days are also banning out the bounty hunter off lane straight away, or even mid. But it's like as the DreamHack casters were saying, it's all about the battle of offlaners these days.
Yeah, it is really like whoever does better sort of on the offlane, because your mid ends up reasonably even, and both teams are sort of giving away the safe lane. Like, you accept that their carry is going to get really good safe farm. And the thing with the bounty hunter, he's such a pain in the ass, because all he does is, oh, I'm not going to lane, I'm just going to come and hang out in your jungle, and every time a big creeps gets low, I'm just going to Janata it and steal the last hit, so, and steal, you know, all the XP.
Yeah.
So really good on that off lane. Good to see. And I think Skype is doing some weird things to my audio right now, so I don't know if this is going to end up really weird on stream, but whatever, it's just a little bit of fun. Hopefully the VODs will be okay. So Undying and Jakiro, this is looking like a tri-lane for aQuarium.
Yep, definitely. It looks like a tri-lane so far. And I'm guessing Enigma could be the tri-lane, like, with sort of supporting from the jungle. But I guess if you were to run this, it'd probably be on the safe lane with Enigma. Otherwise, I don't know, dual lane with them could work with Undying and Jakiro.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely want to see the Undying and the Jakiro together. And, I mean, what you could do, right, is put the Enigma mid, and then when they try to pull mid, just punish it 100% with the Eidolons. Like, just take their tier 1 tower if they ever pull it. So, I mean, I think that's one option that they've got there. And, I mean...
See, yeah. No, it's a good strat, right? But to be that ballsy in a game when you're 1-0 up, it's like, would they be ballsy enough to take that kind of risk in that kind of strategy? Because if he fails, especially if they pull out a good mid, you can put Ezreal mid against those Eidolons as a counter.
Yeah, exactly. Picking up that Keeper of the Light is big, and the Sven Magnus combo is going to be terrifying as well. This game.
I'm surprised Wisp isn't banned really or yet. I think it'll probably be one of the next couple of bans for aQuarium.
And they don't have first pick coming out of this phase either, so it's not going to be like Wisp in the tri-lane with Undying as the primary farmer and just going for those ganks. So yeah, I would agree with the Wisp ban here. Rubik ban, not that bad. We have seen him comboed with the Keeper of the Light quite a bit, and the Sven.
So fifth ban.
Fifth ban, I mean, they're just targeting safe laners right now, just targeting the farmers. There's still CK, there's still the Faceless Void one more time, but I mean, the thing, like we saw last game, if CPM managed to pull off this mid pull, then whoever their safe laner is, or the support on the safe lane, is going to be forced to start being active on the map just to use his farm to try and deal with the fact that you've got two completely underleveled lanes. So we'll see what aQuarium opts for here. But there's the Faceless Void ban. And I do think, it's Leshrac going to be the last ban, so Wisp is available if CPM want it.
Thing is, like, they banned a few, like, I think aQuarium are going for an early game end, especially with that push. But I guess with the black hole, so to be honest, you could just use Enigma as a pure pushing tool. But then maybe you would have chosen Nature's Prophet rather than Enigma for that kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, the Eidolons do a lot of damage. I mean, you're right, they could go for a mid-game push. They could have Undying be sort of their carry. I mean, we've seen a lot of support Undying lately, but I think we ourselves, like, you know, in our first game against I Love Crepes, I think we like ran the Undying as a sort of semi-carry, hard carry kind of thing, and it worked out really well. Because in previously we then got smashed by an Undying tri-lane, so we're like, okay, we're going to use that now. Yeah, and I mean, I don't really like the support Undying that much, because unless he starts getting some kills early in whichever lane that he's in, then he just ends up underleveled. You don't have rank 4 Tombstone when it's relevant, and he just sort of ends up being food a little bit, I guess. But when he's the primary farmer, he's getting the levels, he's getting the, he's getting tanky enough that he can actually do something in fights. And there's not a whole lot of burst damage on CPM right now to sort of deal with him, so we'll see how it goes.
Yep. aQuarium are thinking about this. Oh, Disruptor, nice.
So yeah, it is looking pretty mid-game right now. I mean, they could pull a carry out as their very last pick, and I guess Disruptor could be their mid as well, but it might just be Jakiro Undying Disruptor sort of as the tri-lane, and then probably do that Enigma mid, and then just choose someone who's easy to safe lane up top. Like maybe the Brewmaster or something like that. Gives you even more mid-game team fight. Can initiate as well.
Yeah, and as we said, CPM picked up that Wisp. So we're just going to see a bit of a global presence, really, especially with the Ezreal TPing people around.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be people all over the map. And again, I mean, the Ezreal is good on the Radiant side. I sort of mentioned it in the last game that when you're contesting Roshan, which the Dire have a pretty good chance at with the Eidolons early on. I mean, you can just have somebody split pushing, and then Keeper of the Light just brings them straight back. So puts the pressure on the Dire side to actually make a decision about whether they're going to split up or not.
Yeah, and I think the moment, unless they run Magnus mid, they'll probably run OD mid, I would reckon.
Yeah, I mean, maybe calling that Enigma mid just a little bit. I mean, obviously OD versus any int mid is just an absolute nightmare, and then OD's lane presence as well. I mean, like, not only is Enigma going to get denied a little bit because they're going to be pulling mid. Like, I think that's an inevitability at this point.
Yeah.
But OD's going to be in prison, deny, imprison, even just ruin Enigma once he gets to level 6 as well. I think people underestimate the nuke.
Yeah, exactly. And on top of that, his Essence Aura, like, especially Magnus spamming those, forgot what it is, spamming his first skill, Shockwave. And like, especially in team fights, with the Essence Aura, he'll just recover that, and he can like let it out, even more spells. Yeah. Especially, and again with Sven.
Yeah, I mean,
so it's
between Coddle and OD, I don't think they're gonna need to build any arcanes at all. Like, it's gonna be maybe one set just on one of the heroes, just probably Magnus if he's running mid.
Yeah, something just like in case. If he goes for that refresher or build, and Clinks. Nice pick.
Yeah, Clinks is going to be... So he's probably going to be up on that safe lane, I would expect. Just farming his heart out. Not going to do a whole lot against Magnus, though. I mean, if Magnus is up there on that hard lane, he's going to be getting pretty reasonable farm. I mean, Clinks can harass him back a little bit with the Searing Arrows, but I guess just happy to let the Magnus make things happen, or get a little bit of farm up on top.
Yep, and we're in game.
Yep, so I'll run over who's playing what, maybe on aQuarium, and then you can do CPM, and then we'll start to be a little bit more interesting. So over on aQuarium, we've got ED or Ed playing the Jakiro. We've got Greed playing the Clink, so he's going to be on that carry role again. Lolcats is going to be on the Disruptor. Moogle is going to be on the Enigma, and that leaves KY to play the Undying. So it does look like it's going to be a reasonably farmed Undying.
On the Radiant side, we have a CPM with XXAP on the Magnus, and we have the Wisp played by Zessie Low, and then we've got Sven played by Styx, and Cottle played by Long Wang.
Long Wang. Everybody
Long
moving
Wang.
a little bit too fast. Yeah. And then C-Man's going to be on the OD on mid. So a little bit of a jungle invasion right now by 3 on aQuarium. So do they have any wards already? So yeah, Lolcats has 2 obs. And Jakiro's got 2 obs and a sentry as well, so maybe looking to block out that small camp or just block out the pole camp as well. I'm not sure if blocking the pole camp is the best decision, since if somebody's pulling mid, right, then they're just going to be looking to dive the support, dive the carry under the tower. So we'll see what happens.
Double sentries bottom next to Magnus.
Yeah. Okay, so it's actually going to be Magnus soloing safe, and then it's sort of aggressive tri-lane up on top. Do they have any anti-invis to start? They've got 1 sentry. They've already blocked out the small camp. So, I don't know, both teams, like, I think double bluffing a little bit in terms of this. Like, I think aQuarium were expecting CPM to be sending their tri-lane bot and doing the mid pull and all that. I mean, with the Enigma mid, that's probably the way that they were expecting it to happen. But oh, actually, it's going to be a gank up on top. Greed getting very, very low. But no, going to get into the invis in time.
Yep. It's quite close there. Don't think the Wisp tether stun propped.
Did they not get a double stun off the tether? So first tether,
No,
then refresh it.
Yeah.
That might have been it for him. And I mean, they've got that
Yep.
sentry as well. A couple more right clicks might have been able to finish him up, but I guess just not wanting to invest that just yet.
Oh, yeah. Wisp is also trying to line himself up with Sven so he can stun him with the tether.
Yeah, by coming through. But Creepwave's pushing in favor of Greed right now a little bit, so probably not going to be able to get that. How are things going mid for Moogle? I mean, denying a little bit of XP.
A good call with the Enigma mid, definitely.
Yeah, I definitely like it. I mean, helps him with the last hitting. I mean, he can last hit with the Eidolons while he's imprisoned, so I guess that means that it's not as hard for him. He's not going to get denied as heavily, but OD again versus anyone mid, it's a bit of a nightmare. Moogle's just got no damage anymore.
Yep. I think a call was Enigma get that fast black hole, and it also sort of keeps him away from the jungle where he's more likely to get ganked, like with the Whisper global gank at 6.
Yeah, exactly. And as Enigma, you do sometimes end up, like tanking the tail end of a camp, or the Soul Ring gets you pretty low. So good call putting him on mid. And bottom, we've got a big dive. Skewer comes through. Nuke gonna go, but the tombstone's down, so Ed gonna be able to pick up that first blood. Big dive on the Magnus, and a buyback as well. He's TPing back in.
Yeah, I think he's after that dirge.
Yeah, but he's already salved up, so not gonna be able to get that.
Bit hasty.
And pretty much.
A good play by yeah.
I just gotta figure out how to turn you down a little bit on Skype. I don't use Skype all that much. You know how I just adjust the volume?
I can do it on my end if you want.
Yeah, if you could just turn yourself down just a little bit. Have you got a mechanical keyboard slapping away there? Oh, it missed a kill on top. Sentry Ward goes down right underneath the tower, but looks like Wisp was able to tether through and just get that stun off. Chain stun lands. And just going to use the war card, trying to get the Wisp away from the creeps. So good little play there. But Wisp, yeah, in the end able to escape, get that kill up on top. And I think we're going to get the Moogle actually opting for the bottle, so bottling up that regenerate. But again, not having a great time against this OD on mid, but better than most int mids, I'd have to say. It's a little bit of an interesting choice, but I really agree with it.
Yeah, it's definitely a good play by both of them. Do I sound better?
Yeah, that's much better. No, that's fine. Okay, so here's the big question for me right now: who forces the support away from the tri-lane first? Is aQuarium going to push hard enough that they're going to force one of the Wisp or the Coddle to come down? Or are they going to be able to get up to level 6 and start the relocate ganks before somebody is forced off this top lane?
I definitely think the Wisp will probably go bot at some point, because it's just because with Sven and Kotl you just got the Illuminate spamming and from behind the tree line, so even if Klinks is visible you can still sort of guess where he is.
Exactly. And I mean, Greed is just pretty much hugging XP range right now, so not getting as much farm as they would have hoped on this Klinks.
I think he's just worried about sentry rules, that's why he's not going a bit further.
I mean, they could sort of let their tier 1 fall and then try and free up a little bit of farming space, but yeah, he's gonna cop another Illuminate there, so not the best situation for him. And Jakira's now actually coming up. Looks like he's gonna be trying to pull small camp up, probably go into the hard camp after that, so there's gonna be a little bit of help for Klinks up on this top lane. But yeah, in the end, tri-lane on top forces the reaction from bot, and that means that Moogle's gonna be, not Moogle, Moogle was playing the Magnus last game, but Magnus gonna be able to farm up a little bit more down here.
Yeah, Magnus is hitting level 6. Those decays just spam the hell out of him.
Yeah, and Greed copping one more Illuminate while invis, so he is on very, very low HP. Like, if they pop down a sentry and the Stormbolt hits, he's dead, so looks like the tier 1 going to be taking a fall. It's not all that important for aQuarium right now. I mean, they're going to lose a little bit of control of their jungle, but they haven't really been using it to start, so probably not going to be all that worried.
Grease still getting the XP rather than
rather than
getting
going
anything
back.
Sent out to, I guess mid is bot though.
I mean, Jakira could pass off his regen. He's got 3 tangos, but now it looks like he's heading back now. I mean, they could send the Klinks mid, swap it up a little bit. He's obviously not going to lose the base damage from getting imprisoned over and over, but he might die because the nuke is still. I mean, Sanity's Eclipse is 1 rank away for ODs, so probably maybe not the best choice, but it is an option that's available to them if they want to move the Enigma away.
Tear him apart, I reckon.
Yeah, I think he wouldn't have a fun time there either. Maybe if they get a kill off on him and get him in a reasonably good position, but looks like the tier 1 on top is going to be falling fairly soon. I think they'd really like the deny, but not sure if they're going to be able to get it.
Yeah, like what Klinks should have done was, as soon as the Stormbolt popped and he went invis, so he dodged it, he should have just like started putting some sort of aggression on just so he could get a few last hits. Because something that seen from Funix Klinks is just that he's just aggressive as hell when he knows like cooldowns and timings and etc.
And I mean, the Searing Arrows, if he's at level 3 and he's got 2 points in Searing Arrows and he's up against like a level 1 or 2 Wisp, I mean, that Wisp is soft as hell. Can probably get him down to half HP and get him scared before anything even happens.
Exactly, those Searing Arrows hurt. But I would have probably maxed out his Skeleton Walk beforehand, just so he has that more of a global presence, so he can suck up XP wherever kills occur. And I think we're getting a gank on top. Oh, no, we're not.
Yeah. So there was a bit of a movement down to mid, but they didn't have a smoke, so spotted out by the ward, gonna head back now. Saw the pings go. Sentry's down, not quite in range of that obs though, so probably gonna be the tier 1 within a couple of minutes. I mean, tier 1 on bot hasn't taken a lot of damage just yet, so Magnus doing a good job. Is he stuck in those trees, or is he just hiding for now?
It's hiding.
How did he get in there? Oh, Wildcat's gonna spot him out now, but the tower is there to help out.
Yeah, it's risky, because as soon as they'll just assume he's there and just keep decaying that area.
Yeah, and then just drop the tombstone right on top, chop down all the trees, and
yeah,
go
exactly.
for the dive. But tier 1 is Greed going to be able to get this deny off. They're trying to bait him out. They're trying to bait him out of the invis and then just dust him up, but no. A little bit too smart. So Moogle's going to be spotted out by this ward up top, but he grabs the haste, so could be a reasonable initiation if he comes up for the black hole. But it looks like OD making a move as well to come up. And he's going to get stuck between a rock and a hard place. In comes OD, going to get the imprison. It's only rank 1, so it's not going to be enough time, and Moogle going to pop the haste. Turn around. This could be bad. Oh, here comes the stun. Malefice on top. Are they going to get in range for the tether? Not sure if they even need to. He's got the haste, so might be able to make it out. And moving up and around now. So yeah, haste saving his life there pretty much.
Definitely, definitely.
Little bit of a lucky rune.
Go on.
No. This is awkward. This is what always happens when I end up with a co-caster. It's like, oh, the little bit of delay on Skype, and you're both like, is he going to say something else?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's yeah, that's that, and there's also the fact I think I'm in Europe. Well, I don't know which server this is on. So I have about 200 ping. Yeah.
Oh, and in terms of the game, yeah, I should have checked that.
Oh, it's fine. No, it's fine. It's just I guess you can call it co-caster synergy. As Toby likes to call it.
XY might be in big trouble down on bot. Skira's going to go through, popping the reverse polarity just for the dirge right now. Going to throw the Stormhammer as well. Tethered to stun. XY going to turn around, going to get the tombstone down. Might be the Magnus picked off. It is going to be. Gets the ultimate now. Didn't pop that early enough to get the HP from the Magnus kill, but it's a big turnaround for the dirge. Double kill for him. Wow. This is the power of the dirge. And he's still chasing. He still wants this. He's got the K in a second. Yeah, he's probably going to get this. Yeah, not going to miss. Triple kill for the Undying. And the Ice Path going to land on the Keeper of the Light as well. He's going to be chased out now. No mana. Has enough for the Chakra Magic, but doesn't want to spend the cast animation. Going to go for it there. But that was disastrous on bot. Wow.
Yeah, that's why it's called Undying.
Yeah, exactly. That's just terrifying. I mean, and glimpse back. It's actually no going to glimpse Magnus all the way back to base. So 135 gold, small economic victory. Disruptor's a pain in the ass.
It's a complete pain in the ass. It was like I think they were all trying to go for something there.
Yeah, no, they could have made something happen as well. And OD getting some good farm on mid. I hope he's not building a Dagon. He's got a Null and the Staff of Wizardry, but is it maybe just going to be a 4-staff disassembling those Tranquil Boots? What do you think?
On who, sorry?
On OD. So he's got Dagon items, and then he's also got 4-staff items. But which is it gonna
I would
be?
probably go for 4-staff.
Yeah, OD definitely needs the positioning.
So you can just get that Astral Prism and his ultimate off just like that.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean the other big thing with the 4-staff, unfortunately got nerfed a bit. Looks like Moogle's going to be dragged back here by the Skewer all the way back to OD, who is waiting. Going to throw the Black Hole. TP support is coming in. Is it going to be in time? In comes Lolcat's going to throw down the Thunderdome, and looks like Moogle actually going to be able to make it out, but they turn around onto Lolcat, so he's actually going to take the fall in the end. And Black Hole used defensively, going to be down for a very long time.
Yep, a very good play by OD and Magnus there. Jakiro, you know, has he got those boots up yet?
Yeah.
No. Oh, yep. He has. And he got those arcanes as well.
Yeah, he's got brown boots and almost arcanes, but I don't know if it's going to be a tower here. Moogle needs to heal up. Lolcats is waddling back. He doesn't have basic boots, so he's not doing all that well. But this is a very rich Undying down on bot. Check it out. He's got a mech finished up already. Gonna buy a TP, so there's TP support for mid. Yeah, and now heading in. So ping spam goes. They want a stun or something, but no, just gonna come in. 4 heroes grouped up on mid for aQuarium right now.
Yep, they have to make something happen here, otherwise they'll just be losing XP and CS.
I mean, CPM aren't making all that much use of all of the XP around the map. I mean, neither team is in bot lane right now. They're grouping up as 4 to try and contest this mid, but the Shockwave plus the Illuminate gonna put a quick end to this push right now, I think. And meanwhile, Greed's farming up on top. I mean, they forced heroes to move around to mid, and he's not under any pressure up top anymore.
Yep. I think CPM were trying to make something happen there, especially when they know the Black Hole's been down. So that was their plan, I think. There.
I mean, I think the one big factor right now for CPM is they've got the Wisp. We haven't really seen any relocate ganks just yet, so I mean, that's probably why Greed is playing reasonably defensively up on this top lane. He doesn't know when 2 heroes are going to be right on top of him anytime. And we've got a smoke gank happening for the Dire Squad, just looping now.
Crank's just also still trying to circle the XP top. The mid, I think we
Here's
got
the
a smoke ant coming. Yep.
Yeah, here comes the dive. Magnus going to be able to skewer out of... Well, he's actually going to get hit by the ice path on the way through, so going to be hit by that last right click. Moogle with another haste here, and XY now chasing forward. Buyback going to happen. Magnus hasn't got the reverse polarity off just yet, but Keeper of the Light is going to be going down. In comes Styx. They didn't even have to relocate. It was just a TP, and Moogle might be killed off here. Decay goes down. Ice Path as well. Pop off the mech. Hadn't been used yet. Malefice goes now as well. And Magnus still looking for this reverse polarity, but hasn't found it just yet. Ern taking him down reasonably as well. In comes Dirge for the Decay, trying to deny himself the neutrals, but in the end not able to do so in a 5-kill lead for aQuarium.
Yeah, at the beginning of the fight, OD TP right in and glimpse straight back out again. Another great glimpse by Lolcats though.
I didn't even notice. And it's only a rank 2 glimpse as well, so... but I mean, look at that range. You think, oh yeah, it gets up to 1800, so it can't be that much at level 2. Well, it definitely is. In comes OD, he's gonna get the Imprison off, but Dirge might just turn around on this right now. He's got the Tombstone back off cooldown. And Moogle with another rune, he's got the double damage bottled up, and they've got the Black Hole available. I don't know if they want to push into a Black Hole and a rank 4 Tombstone.
Yeah, it's very risky, especially with all of them grouped up and lay down the macropytes all over.
Exactly. And I mean, they've got, CPM, they've got good teamfight potential as well. I mean, they've got the Sanity's Eclipse, they've got the reverse polarity as well. If they can land an Illuminate over the top, I mean, that's a ton of damage, but I don't think the Dirge is going to be going down. And they've got the mech to help keep everyone alive as well, so... And I mean, Jakiro as a support, reasonably beefy to start with, so...
Yeah, Jakiro's doing well. He hasn't been caught out too much, looking at the kills. Deaths, yep, he still hasn't died, so it's good work by Sport Jakiro, because, you know, whenever I try and play him, I feed too much.
I think he's actually one of my best. I think I've got like a 80-something% win rate with Jakiro, but that's just... That's just me playing hard support, I think. A little bit of a gank happening on bot. Looks like Magnus going to be caught out one more time. The kinetic field's going to go down. Trying to pop the reverse polarity. Is going to get it on 3. In comes the counter gank. It's going to be 3 picked off here. Dirt's going to pop the ultimate, but will die this time, so... Great play by CPM. They're looking for the Jakiro as well. Going to get the imprisonment off. Just a little bit too fast on the chase here with the war cry as well. Going to be able to throw down one more ice path, but looks like he's going to die here. Throws down the urn charge, but I don't think Magnus is going to die to that. Actually, he might. Keep an eye on it. One more tick. No, 15 health. So just barely surviving there. And had Jakiro had the liquid fire up for that last auto attack, that might have been his death. So it looks like it's going to be a tier 1 bot as well.
Yeah, good work by CPM there, turning that around. And managing to save Magnus.
Yeah, in the end, it was a huge dive on him. Did we have a relocate come in and then just a TP as well? Gonna have the kinetic field down. TP's coming back in by Undying. They want this, and the static storm down as well. In comes the Tombstone, glimpse back into the static storm. Sven is gonna die. Looks like CPM gonna be able to disengage, however.
Yeah, good glimpse by Lolcats. No, I don't think we did after he managed to use it, because it had like a 50-second cooldown. So, yep, I think he didn't use it earlier.
Yeah, and Moogle now with the Blink Dagger picked up. That is some scary team fight on aQuarium right now. They're gonna try and defend bot. They really want to hold on to this tier 1. And in comes Lolcat.
Klinks, yeah, looking top. Klinks has just been in the jungle. He's still sort of being quite fearful, even though...
Teamfight breaking out on bot. Moogle's gonna get dragged away with the skewer. He's gonna go down without getting the black call off. In comes Styx as well. Stun onto Lolcats. 2 kills already. Trying to disengage. Jakiro Ice Path down already. The Tombstone was used... Oh, looks like it was killed off, and Jakiro still a little bit too slow to escape from the Sven. And the Wisp, not going to be able to TP her, and the Stormbolt is cooling down right now. Going to try it, but no, one more right click and finish him off. So another bad team fight for aQuarium on bot. I mean, kills now pretty much even, and Greed might be able to pick up this tower up on top. A little bit afraid now, TP's coming in, and the Wisp relocate, cooling down, they come in as well, so good awareness by Greed, going to back off there.
Yeah. I think the Wisp TP was more of a scare tactic, because I don't think... does Wisp have a sentry or OD?
Does anyone have any anti-invis? That is the question.
Oh yeah, Wisp has dust, yeah. I think Wisp should have TP'd in.
There's a black hole on bot, 2-man black hole with the tombstone on top, Thunderdome coming online as well, Static Storm, Sven gonna get the stun off, but he might just get glimpsed as well. I'm not sure if it's gonna be used. Yeah, there's the glimpse. Gonna grab Styx back. Do they have another stun? Malphus not available, but there is gonna be the Ice Path to cancel it off, and it's gonna be Styx probably going down here one more time. He's got the stun in the second. Moogle might die. They're gonna chop down the trees, and the mech to pop as well, so Styx probably gonna be taking a fall here. Don't think he's got any chance of escape. Doing some good damage, but in the end.
Top.
And Grid, he's looking for OD, and he's got that Orchid finished up as well. He doesn't even have boots on this Clinks. Hasn't eaten a creep yet, so doesn't have all that much damage or health. And there goes the creep, and gonna get immediately imprisoned. Hasn't popped off the Orchid just yet either, but looks like OD gonna be fine to TP home. So not quite enough damage there.
Yeah, he should have popped with that OD, and I think he could have got away with it.
Oh, it's another glimpse. In comes the Coddle. Back he goes. And he was probably looking to bring the OD to that fight with the recall as well. So this is going to be really bad. Might be 2 kills down on bot. And Magnus going to do what he can. In comes the reverse polarity, but straight into the Ice Path. Wisp already getting really low. He has the relocate, but not sure if he has enough time to get out. He's actually going to go down there. Lolcat's getting fairly low, but able to back off. And KY just going to be right-clicking away. Double kill for him. In comes Styx. Tower's already dead. Might be one more kill on this Sven. They don't have a black hole at the moment. And there goes the Sanity's Eclipse. Not killing off anyone just yet. Moogle trying to get out. Last right-click going to finish him off. Buyback now by Moogle. And ED probably going to be picked off here as well. He's extremely low. In comes the Force Staff. One more kill. And this OD is cleaning up right now. KY on the retreat. In comes the Blink. Moogle wants this again, but he might be going down one more time. Gets the Malphus stun off. But Sven is chasing. Is he going to get in range for that stun? Moogle needs a little bit more mana, or he's going to get hit. In comes the Sun. KY dodging out of the way. Pops up the ultimate now, just trying to scare everyone off. He doesn't have enough mana for anything, and in comes the Wisp, relocating back to the fight. Doesn't have all that long left, and KY going to be able to back up out of that imprisonment. So, what do you make of that fight in the end?
It was in good fight. Even though I think they could have turned around, shouldn't have been so afraid of the Dirge. I think it was just that fear factor from the triple kill he got right at the beginning of the game. But yeah, it was good engagement and careful playing by both teams. But those glimpses must be really annoying the hell out of CPM.
Yeah, I mean, CPM, I think they recovered from that fight way better than I expected, since we had those TPs in. I think it was pretty obvious that they were looking for Coddle to get the recall on the OD, so then they would have a full defense mounted within just a few seconds. But as soon as Coddle got sent back, that was the end of it. I mean, Wisp and Mag did a great job surviving, juking around down in the trees, and in the end managing to pick up a few kills. But I really thought it was going to be 2-0, and the tower down on bot. Yeah,
just looking in the Die jungle, they just had a 5-6 stack hard camp over here, and just saw all the ultimates just get laid down, like Jakira ultimate and the Clinks doing his strafe, just to get those XP experience build up.
Yeah, and I mean the Macro Pyro's got such a short damn cooldown that you can use it like that, use it to stop pushes.
Yeah, exactly.
So. And Moogle's got the Black Claw off cooldown again, and an Illusion Rune in his bottle this time around, so he's been on top of these runes this entire game. But they need to be careful. I mean, if they can get the big black hole with the tombstone down as well, this could be big trouble for CPM. But they're all grouped up, and they've got their reverse polarity off cooldown again. And Moogle just retreating with the illusion. It's going to get hit. Skira comes through as well. They really wanted the Enigma pick off there, but it's just an illusion. And in comes Moogle using the blink already. He does have a haste now as well. Moogle again just in charge of runes. One stun already used, but he might be picked off here. No, haste saving his life one more time. In comes the Ice Path, and KY now with the Tombstone healing himself up. It might be the Magnus kill before he even gets the reverse polarity. Now it's forced, and Static Storm not used just yet. In comes a huge black hole, hits on 3. Static Storm on top, way too much damage. Gonna be 4 carries going down here for CPM. What a combo for aQuarium.
Yep, really good patience with that black hole there. I would have popped out maybe 10 seconds earlier. A very good play by Moogle there.
No, when you got I mean, he got stunned up by the Stormbolt, but he almost baited it out, given that he had that haste. So
yeah. The haste ring, like you got that feeling of being a bit sort of cocky about going in. So, oh, I've got the haste, I can get into any position I want. even if I get stunned.
Yeah, and I mean that's sort of what let him use the aggressive blink in to get that Malefice stun off at the start as well. So otherwise he probably would have been looking to use that to initiate. And Long Wong, is he going to get stuck in the kinetic field? Yes, he will. And there's going to be an Ice Path on top as well. In comes the Magnus, but it might just be too much damage. And the Tombstone is there as well. Going to send the Magnus back. KY getting fairly low. Doesn't have the ultimate right now. Does have the mech and 15 stick charges, however, to top himself off. Moogle getting pretty low. There's the mech. One more right click would finish him off, but going to be able to get out. OD going to imprison himself, buy himself some time. Greed getting fairly low, very low on mana, doesn't have enough to keep the bonus damage rolling, and Moogle might be going down here finally. Styx is red, he's angry, now chasing after him, and might be able to get a more KF cooldown, just needs that one, well, that last right click. But only 1-for-1 the trade so far. Both teams kiting one another around fairly well. In comes OD again, he wants lolcats, he's already imprisoned one, just needs one more right click. Force Staff going to be off cooldown in just a second as well. Ice Path is going to land, great Stormhammer, hits on 2 as well, and Greed trying to chase OD away with those right clicks, but in the end, both teams looking like they want to disengage. KY going to get stunned up, but nobody else to help him out there.
Yeah, solid play. Seemed like far too few kills for the length of that team fight and the aggressiveness of both teams. But yeah, solid play by both teams there.
Yeah, I mean, it looked like Undying was going to go down, but again, Undying pops off a decay, gets a whole bunch of health, hit the mech, hit the magic wand, and he was absolutely fine. And Moogle, pretty cocky play again, didn't really have the haste turn to get out there, and only 950 HP. Actually now picks up the Ogre Club, so a little bit more tanky now, but yeah, I was surprised that there were so few kills, both teams doing a good job. And the reverse polarity, I think it was off cooldown in that fight, or it's only just finished cooling off now, but again, really low cooldown on that. It's being used pretty much twice for every single black hole, but it hasn't really been finding all that much. He's been picked off a couple of times. What do you think about OD's prospects this game? Who's got the better carry? Is it the Clinks, or is it going to be Sven and OD just ruining his day?
OD versus Clinks, it's just also the player skill based, because the Clinks, wow, he's got Demon Edge. Yeah, he just sort of uncertain, especially during that team fight. Like, he popped the Orchid Malevolence on the Magnus, then he then sort of stood still and then started attacking OD while he was in Ice Path, so he sort of should pick a squishier target rather than the Magnus. I guess he was mainly to stop him reverse polarity, but you should sort of attack a target and stick to it. But OD and Sven can definitely ruin anyone's day, just the Magnus ultimate and cleave dead. You know.
Yeah, it's a ton of damage. And they've almost got the BKB up on the Sven as well, so he's going to be less worried about everything apart from the black hole. And the physical damage is getting up there as well. The Tombstone's not going to be lasting all that much longer. So I think aQuarium needs to be going for the game-ending push, probably within the next 10 minutes. Otherwise, Sven may be getting a little bit too scary.
I'm surprised I haven't seen the Mask of Madness pulled out Sven, because that couple with the God Strength is just, you know, even with like very little farm, like late game, late mid game, he still does a hell of a lot of damage with that item.
And I think something else that's worth mentioning, oh, we're having a little bit of initiate there. Moogle going to pop off the invis, so just, again, cheeky plays by him. Black hole off cooldown, but Blink Dagger on cooldown just for a few more seconds. And CPM a little bit grouped up right now, they need to be careful. There is a ward down from the Dire side, keeping an eye on them, so the initiation wouldn't be all that difficult, and Lolcat's going to spot out the ward up on the high ground as well with the sentry, so needing to be careful here. Moogle, I mean, if he goes near that sentry that's over by the tower as well, they might be able to get the initiate off on him, but there's no blink on the Magnus, so that's a little bit more difficult. And safe lane Magnus not working out as well as they maybe would have hoped.
Yeah, and there's so much aggressive warding and by AQ.
Yeah, and Greed gonna be able to pop Long Wong. He's getting pretty low here. One more right click from OD might do it. Not able to get into the invis fast enough. So 1-for-1 the trade, but Coddle for the Clinks. Not the best in the world, and in comes the reverse polarity, gonna hit on 2. Moogle still got the black hole, holding onto it. Another chain stun, following up now, perfectly comboed, and Dirge gonna pop off everything, trying to get this team fight going. Only black hole on 1. Styx getting low. They've got the ultimate from Disruptor down as well, and there goes the macro pyre, and OD BKB'd up. doing huge damage. 2 for 2 the trade right now. Are they trying to disengage? But no, KY is still chasing. Decay gonna be off cooldown in just a second. He wants this Wisp bad. Turns around now, gonna get that Decay off. Now turning around, wants Long, wants the good defensive Astral Imprisonment there. But KY still smacking away. Moogle comes back in with the blink, and this Undying is just completely unkillable, stealing so much health from these kills. Level 16 with that Aghanim Scepter. And in the end, aQuarium come off better than I expected. Looks like they might be able to pick up this tier 2, but Illuminate might spell an end to that. Yeah, wiping out the Eidolons, so...
Yeah, Undying being a bit more careful, because as soon as 6 stacks of Decay, 5 now, run down, he's just going to become that a little bit easier to kill.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot lower.
Continue, sorry.
No, but like, I mean, in the end, I was expecting that teamfight to go badly just because OD standing in the middle of everything. I mean, they didn't have the right-click damage from the Clinks to bring him down through that BKB, so... but in the end, I mean, we had the Dirge Ramboing straight back towards the base, and lots of pings on Roshan right now for aQuarium. I think they just want some wards back up on it. So they're going to get the sentry down. Did they have any more obs?
I think he's going to heal up and maybe invest his... what's he going for?
On Clinks? Great
No,
disconnect.
on Undying.
Did they have a pipe yet?
No, he's got a mechanism.
Oh, he's got a plate mail.
Yeah, just a plate mail. I think he's just going for that, just harder to kill. Makes sense.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, helps against the Sven in a big way.
Sven, yeah, and the Magnus, yep. No, one thing in that last team fight was the Wisp should have overcharged, especially because he tethered into the black hole, and you know that would have been that would have spelled doom already for Wisp. But if he had at least overcharged, he could have sort of maybe made Sven live a bit longer because it has that damage reduction on all incoming damage.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's only rank 1 right now, but it can be a big help. And the problem for the Wisp right now is OD and Sven are both looking to use these really long duration BKBs in these fights. I mean, it's a 9-second BKB on OD. Sven's just picked his up, so he's got a 10-second BKB. And during that time, Wisp is like, well, who do I tether to? Like, I guess he can go on the Magnus, you know, overcharge him a little bit, but he's only got 1 rank in power, so not doing all that much damage himself.
Yep. 5%. Yeah, that's my bad.
Yeah. Not a huge reduction. But yeah, he did tether himself into... I'm not sure if he ended up in the black hole, but he definitely ended up in the static storm. And that was not helpful at all. And he doesn't really have any burst regen either. Like, once he's got that mech, then he gives the double dose of healing to whoever he's tethered. So that's a big help. But for now, maybe not the best decision in that fight. One thing that's worth mentioning, while Clinks has the Orchid, right, if he uses it on, you know, one of the squishier targets, OD can just use the really long duration imprisonment on, you know, his teammates and just keep them alive, so... And we saw that on the Magnus. I mean, he did go down in the end to the big dive by Dirge, but surviving a little bit longer than he probably should have.
Yep, definitely. Dirge the Undying. It's Decay stacks. Every team fight I see is like 5, 6, 7 stacks, and you know, they're not coming out from like 7 goes Decay. It's just too much grouping up by CPM. Again, that's why they got a few good black holes down, a few good macropyres and ice paths down. Sort of stay a bit more spread out. And they could maybe have a comeback.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think CPM are out of this by any stretch of the imagination. They've only got, like, they've got tier 2s left. They don't have a lot to contest this Roshan right now, but they've got good defensive team fight. I mean, and obviously, if they can be exchanging, you know, black hole and then getting reverse polarity and then getting an even team fight, so like both teams lose 4 people, well, in the end, they probably come out on top. They've probably got the slightly better late game. And yeah, I mean, the reverse polarity can defend against the black hole more often than the other way around.
Yeah. Well, it's like, I think it's a 12k gold advantage, more than 12k gold advantage for Dire. So and got a 10k advantage in term 11k advantage in terms of gold, sorry, and XP is 12k.
Yeah, I mean, it would be nice to have some more levels on the Keeper of the Light and the Wisp. We've got a level 9 Keeper of the Light, level 10 Wisp. I mean, Lolcat is only level 11 on this Disruptor, and only level 11 on the Jakiro, but that's, you know, the difference between rank 1, rank 2 Ultimate. And one point that's worth making is because CPM haven't really been on the aggressive, they haven't been able to make much use of this relocate just yet, because it's really been 5-man Dota, you know, for the last 15 minutes.
Right, back in.
Yeah, so if you're CPM, do you try to... Looks like there's going to be a push on the tier 2 by aQuarium. I mean, they don't have Black Hole, but maybe feeling confident to take this fight. And then after that, maybe just go for Roshan. Do CPM give up the tier 2 and then try and fight at Rosh, or do they take the tier 2, take the fight at the tier 2 with their reverse polarity?
They just need to sort of hope they can they need to maybe use Wisps. Like, even if they're not using it right now, what's the cooldown on Wisps? Awesome. Yeah. So if he was level 3 or level 2, with his relocate, he could maybe use it to ward or something, so he could get more vision. But yep, we're seeing a smoke gang and a pause.
Yeah, so it's going to be a smoke, pause, there's a ping on the Roshan pit by Moogle. Did they spot that smoke? I mean, they've got the ward up on the high ground. I'm not sure if they did, they might have.
They're definitely going to notice it now with the pause, aren't they?
Yeah, well, hopefully it's less than 2 minutes. Otherwise, yeah, they'll be able to catch up. I hope nobody is tuned into the stream and is cheating that way.
There's a 2-minute delay. As long as, yeah, as long as... How long is the delay?
2 minutes. Yeah.
2 minutes.
So, I mean, if we start seeing wards being dewarded precisely 2 minutes after they're put down, then maybe we'll be a little bit suspicious, but hopefully nobody's doing that, hopefully.
Yeah. Yeah, reminded me of that LOL scandal where players were looking at each other's mini-maps, like, or something.
Oh, it was, my brother plays LOL and follows it. So the story was that it was the so the Season 2 Grand Finals, like, you know, Season 2 World Cup, whatever, Grand Final. Oh, not even the Grand Finals, it was, you know, in the playoffs and stuff. And there were, did you just cut out? Are you still there? It's like...
I'm still here, yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. It got quiet, no background noise. And so what ended up happening is, for some reason, they've got both teams there, and then they've got this main screen behind them. I mean, we were on pause, but they saw one person looking up at the map, and they spotted out what was like a very unusual level 1 gank. Wisp gonna auto attack that ward there, and revealing off that they were smoked. I'm not sure if that was the best move right now. How did they see that? They've got a gem on Sven. They're looking to they'll claim some map control back. And starting Roshan right away. aQuarium maybe don't know about this. Yeah, it looks like they're going to be able to get this down before there's even any contest. Yeah, there's just a ping on the jungle. So, even with the Wisp being revealed off, auto-attacking that ward, they're not going to try and defend Roshan. So it's going to go down in the hands of CPM. Picked up by OD. He's got 2 lives, and that's a lot of damage.
Yeah, good Roshan by them, and as we can see, AQ are farming around the map and pushing out the lanes somewhat.
I mean, maybe they're just waiting for this Daedalus to be finished on the Clinks, but I mean, here's the thing, like, he hasn't gone for a BKB, so he's just a pretty much, you know, raw glass cannon damage. Yeah, Undying's going to be able to help keep him alive, and Undying's going to be on the front lines, Clink sort of sneaking around. But with that gem picked up, they could be looking for a relocate gank, and if he gets killed off, then CPM buy themselves a few minutes. And they've already sort of bought themselves 6 minutes with that Aegis, so that's just even more farming time.
Yep. Really pushing out that lane and just diving back to do some last minute farming, and we see Magnus just defending top and the rest in base, just unsure.
Enigma gonna find an invis, but he has to know that they've got that gem. He needs to be extremely cautious right now. I mean, he's got Blink, he's got BKB, he's got TP, but they could just blow reverse polarity just to make sure that they kill him. Like, kill him, make sure that Black Hole is down, and then look to take a fight with the Aegis. Yeah, Mugglemeister, there's some pings on him, but no, it's just his own team, so they probably don't know that he's there. And Moogle, what does he want? Looks like he wants to try and get... Now that's actually their ward, so I mean he's got vision there, but could be a smoke at any time. And just trying to come in from the side. Looks like, yeah, CPM lines drawn. They want to wrap all the way around. Do they have another smoke available? Yeah, there's the smoke. They're going to be wrapping around the Ancients. And they know that AQ don't have any sight right now. This could be bad. And Greed split off from the rest of the team. Moogle's revealed himself now down on bot. So CPM may be reconsidering. Yeah, now they changed their attack. And Longmon going to put down a ward. Yeah, they want to head to the jungle now. They're wasting a lot of the duration of the smoke, but they might be able to find Greed in time. And again, they've got that gem. He's probably going to be going down. And again, no survivability, no BKB. Yeah, in they come. Smoke reveal, they know he's here. Gonna get the imprisonment off, perhaps. No! Styx is looking for KY. He might not be able to get anything off. Gonna pop off the Shivas. In comes the black hole. Hits on two. Styx and Magnus not gonna be able to get off that reverse polarity at all. Does he have a buyback? Doesn't look like it right now. And this is bad. Double kill. Clinks. Look at that right click damage. And the Aegis is gonna be popped. There is no hope for this OD. Might be able to force staff himself down to safety. Pops at the BKB. Force staff gonna be off cooldown in just a second, but there's too much damage on this Clinks right now. What a team fight.
Yep, AQ turning around, and that blink black hole was really good. Oh, and the GG's called.
GG called, yeah, CPM. In the end, so AQ gonna be able to take it. I don't know about the split up from CPM as they came around. We had, what it was, Wisp and Sven going up and around the creep camp, and then we had OD coming down, and that let Clinks get away. They didn't have sight. So maybe if they'd gotten the imprisonment off, managed to get the chain stun, kill off the Clinks. But Moogle was always waiting in the wings with that black hole, so I'm not sure if the outcome of that fight would have been any different.
Yep, very good play. And CPM did well, and they should be proud of themselves. And they'll probably, we'll probably be seeing a lot more of them.
Yeah, no, I was super impressed with their play from both teams. Nice to see some really good games. I mean, the early rounds of this tournament were sort of a little bit stompy, I guess, but quality is improving now, so that's good. Any final closing thoughts before I sort of wrap things up?
Good luck to both teams, and thanks for casting these games, Basecap.
Oh, no problem. So this has been a game for the defense of the amateur. I'm Basecap. With me was Yamiken from Last 5, so big thanks to him for coming along. With me, that concludes our games for today, but I believe that we continue tomorrow with a whole bunch of games then, so you're welcome to join me then, and I hope to see everyone else then as well. So, and hopefully won't be contesting with DreamHack. I think that's